And in the context of the presidential runoff in Ecuador on Sunday the 13th, we go live with Jorge Gestoso to bring us what we can expect in Ecuador's presidential runoff. Hello, Jorge, do you hear me?
Yes, we are here following very closely the events of the day. Most definitely, we are about 48 hours away from the runoff, and the atmosphere is completely different this time compared to the first round, where Luisa González has much more chances to become the new president of Ecuador, because during the different 2 months between the first and the second round that took place, she got the approval, the support, the endorsement of the movement, indigenous movement of Pachacutic, that accounts for about 5% of the votes in the first run. We're talking about that 44% was an even result for the two main candidates, Luisa González and Daniel Noboa, 44%, and the third candidate was from Pachacutic, Leonidas Issa, with 5%. So if you add up 44% from Luisa and 5% of the indigenous people, were close to the 5%, but on top of that, she got another endorsements, and that most definitely are putting her in a very favorite situation. On the other hand, in terms of an unusual thing, was that part of their security team from Luisa González has been removed from orders of the president, Daniel Noboa. We're talking about a situation where a country with the highest rating of assassination and violence, mostly in the region, we're talking about so far over 2,000 assassinations in the first 3 months, about 27 assassinations a day, and that percentage is about as twice as it was in the same period of 2024. So to remove their security guards to the candidate for the presidency that the polls put her as a favorite candidate, it's a very significant decision from the part of the president candidate, Daniel Noboa. We are thinking, according to what the National Council of Electoral says, that the results, polls here close at 5 p.m., and they expect that by around 9 p.m. they could announce a tendency that could be almost irreversible. So if everything goes as expected, before midnight on Sunday, we will have results, and in that case will be very close the way we are following this election, because definitely there's a big question marks in many areas. But the most important thing is that the denunciation of the analysts is that this election, as the previous elections here in Ecuador in the last 8 years, was not taking place with a level field. It is an inclined field in favor of the president candidate, Daniel Noboa, that is not respecting the institutions, that is using the government on his favor, that is using also the social networks also with a limited amount of money. We are talking that this is the son of the richest person in the country, of the banana conglomerate, the group Noboa, that also apples and opens the big question mark that has been denounced. There is the largest export of banana of the country, leaving from a port that is allegedly controlled by that group, and in those bananas are being found in Europe containers with cocaine. So the big question mark is until which point the group of Noboa that is related to the candidate is related to that drug trafficking. So we're following you all that, and we will be sharing it with you throughout the day. We'll get back to you now.
Thank you, Jorge, for your remark, and we'll be with you on our next news brief for more information. Thank you.